अभी आई एम जस्ट राइडिंग Classic 350 based Goan Classic. The first impression on the bike is fantastic. It looks like a very easy to go bike. तो बात करते हैं थोड़ा बाइक के बारे में. जैसा कि आपने वीडियो के स्टार्ट में देखा ही होगा कि वाई दिस 350 सीरीज़ engine is so critical for Royal Enfield. So after revival with this 350 engine, when they first time launched Classic, they came up with different versions, and then J series did a lot of miracles for this organization. Classic 350, and then came Meteor 350. Then they renewed their Bullet version, and then came the road version, which is Hunter, and those especially Classic 350 and Hunter, they are selling like huge, and these two bikes have made Royal Enfield the highest seller for 350 cc engine category. Essentially it is the same Classic 350, but it has a different stance. Means it is like I'm feeling like I'm sitting on a chair. This raised handlebar is just making this bike ride so easy for me. My spine is 90 degree to the seat. My thigh is exactly at 90 degree. My knees are bent at 90 degree. So all my joints are actually exactly at 90 degree. The only problem I'm facing is when I am going to put the gears down, because coming up is fine, but when you push the gear down, my ankle is not very comfortable. So I think, but that's quite manageable. It's not very tough, but because they have changed the stance, so ankle is at the relaxed this position. So when you want to put the gears down, it's little tough as compared to the Classic 350. The comfort wise, I think this is fantastic. Engine is ultra refined, ultra smooth, fantastic engine, and I think this is the bike that you will really love. So I'm trying to push the bike little on the higher kmph. So it's a 5 gear unit, produces the same engine output like Classic 350. So I'm not going to confuse you with the same numbers. It's exactly the same. The chassis is same. The dimensions are exactly the same. The engine outputs are exactly the same. Then what is changed? The change is the feel of the bike. The bike feels very relaxed. So this is the bike you can ride whole day, depending on the comfort that seat offers. The posture is great, and seat also seems to be great. Let me see how it behaves on this speed breaker. Yeah, it's okay. It's like a typical Royal Enfield. I think the seat will offer a decent comfort. It's not as comfortable as a Classic because that seat dimensions are very different. So coming back to the main topic, if it is exactly the same chassis, same engine, same platform, essentially the same engine outputs, then why the hell they have changed it? So it's a different version they have come up with, and this unit is for those guys who want to have a very relaxed ride. So one negative which I have seen with this bike is that you cannot lean it much. But having said that, who the hell wants to lean this bike? This is the bike where you want to sit, relax and ride. This is the bike for 60 to 80 km per hour. Just sit on it and just ride. So currently I'm riding this bike in Greater Noida and trying to because roads are good, but I feel the suspensions are tuned a little differently as compared to Classic 350. I don't know how much, but yes, definitely it is. The setups I'm feeling, my feeling is little different. I may be wrong, so don't kill me or shoot me if it is the same setup. But my feeling is that it is not exactly the same setup. So who should buy this bike? People who want a relaxed ride, people who are going to ride this bike on the mountains, they should buy this bike. I think this is gem. I think Royal Enfield has come out with a winner again one more time. This handlebar position is exactly perfect for me, and I think my wife would definitely like this bike because I ride Triumph Tiger, and she doesn't like that bike. She hates it to the core, because she doesn't feel comfortable while she sits as a pillion. She only sat on that bike for 2 times. Only when she approved the bike that I should be buying that bike, and second time just to approve that I can ride that bike and allow me to go on rides. Those who are married, they will understand that you need to get your file signed from your wife if you want to go on rides. So coming back to the bike, I think she would love this bike because this is low. The seat height is 750. I am feeling very comfortable on sitting on this bike. So especially females who were coming down to Avengers of Bajaj, they would love this bike because I think they will find this bike very, very approachable, and they will be very comfortable. And with low seat height and high rise handlebar has made this bike quite an accessible bike for most of the riders in India. I'm not sure how people who are 6 feet tall will react to this bike, but guy like me who is 5 feet 5 inches tall, and India most of the guys are 5'8", 5'10", they would love this bike. I think taller rider, I'm not sure, you have to look for certain videos where taller riders are expressing their views, but I think if you are 5'5", you will be very happy with this bike, and especially females who are 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", which is average Indian female height, they would definitely love this bike. This is just superb. So 750 mm seat height has done wonders for this bike. It has made bike not only just accessible, but it has made this bike very, very balanced. So let me rev this engine and see how it behaves. Yes, similar character like Classic 350. So I am touching 90. I think 90 is the sweet spot. If I try to touch 100, this engine will start complaining. So I think 90 kmph is still the sweet spot for this bike. If you keep it till 90, you'll be very happy. If you want to touch 100, bike will complain back to you. So this bike is very, very balanced, and I can just leave the handlebar and bike still rides in a straight line. So that clearly shows that how balanced the bike has become. So after a short ride in the morning, the one thing which I liked about this bike is the riding posture. So I am 5'5" just for the reference. और अगर आप देखें ना मेरी स्पाइन, अगर मैं हैंडल बार को यूँ पकड़ के बैठता हूँ तो आप देखेंगे जो मेरी स्पाइन है वो तकरीबन 90 डिग्री पे है ऑलमोस्ट, और ये जो पोस्चर ये भी ऑलमोस्ट 90 डिग्री है. नी इज़ ऑल्सो एट 90 डिग्री बेंड. सो ऑल जॉइंट्स, मेन जॉइंट्स आर बेंट एट 90 डिग्री. सो दैट हेल्प्स इन ओवरऑल राइडिंग प्लेजर. अगर आप लॉन्ग राइड करेंगे इस पर तो आपको फटीग नहीं होगा. डिपेंड करता है कि सीट कितना सपोर्टिव है, क्योंकि क्लासिक 350 की सीट तो बहुत अच्छी है, आप लोगों ने सबने चलाई होगी. अगर इसकी सीट सपोर्टिव रहती है तो राइडिंग स्टांस इस बाइक का बहुत अच्छा है. और ये जो हैंडल बार है, इट हैज़ क्लियरली चेंज द डायमेंशन ऑफ दिस बाइक. और जो 750 सेंटीमीटर की जो इसकी हाइट है, दैट हैज़ मेड दिस बाइक एक्सेसिबल टू मोस्ट ऑफ द राइडर्स, स्पेशली फीमेल राइडर्स, दोज हु लुक फॉर द बाइक्स लाइक एवेंजर्स ऑफ बजाज. सो दे कैन avoid going there, they can stick to this bike. So especially for female riders, I think first time Royal Enfield has considered a seat height, and that will really help them to follow the passion of riding the bike. So इस बाइक के बारे में और टेक्निकल बातें करेंगे. I will call my friend Sunny. Sunny, can you just come here? So when you forget about any technical jargon, engine, chassis, forget about everything, because bike is falling in love, right? So when you see this bike, what do you feel?
So today, first thing in the morning, when I saw this bike, so the first word that came out of my mouth was just wow.
Wow.
Itni खूबसूरत bike. This bike is just awesome. Look at the color scheme, look at the paint and everything, fit and finish. Everything is just awesome about this bike. And especially these rims, the color of the rims and the contrast and everything is just awesome.
We'll come back to that. Means even when I saw this bike for the first time, the first thing I thought, how to find a fault. I think
That's
this is
true.
I could not find a fault. This is near perfect bike in 350 category. I think this is the one of the best bike. If you want to really nitpick, you can find something. But I think they have done something great with this bike. So now
True.
let's talk about the technicalities. Engine. What do you feel about the engine? Is there any change in the other 350s in this, or it's same?
Engine is still the same. The Classic reborn engine is there. That has been borrowed from Classic. And this is a well-known engine. It's very refined and it's very calm, very composed engine. And it generates a power of near about 20 PS. That's the same power which was given with the Classic 350 engine. And when you'll ride this bike, you'll not feel that the engine is vibrating or there is a buzz happening in the foot pegs or in the handlebar. It will be at ease. So
even I didn't feel any buzz.
There is no buzz in the bike. There is no buzz in the foot pegs.
So engine is exactly the same like
Engine
Classic
exactly
350.
the
This
same.
is the 5th J Series 350 model.
Right.
And I think Royal Enfield is trying to make the
They are leveling up the game
maximum out of this. I think 350 J Series and 650. The whole organization is depending on these two engines right now.
Yes, that's true.
And then let's come back to chassis. Is there any change in the chassis? Other than the seat height, anything that you feel in the chassis? I didn't find anything.
I don't think there is a change in the chassis.
I think the length of the bike, everything is the
ground clearance is still the same. Seat height is 750 mm, wherein in the Classic we get 805.
So my question here, from the 805 of Classic 350, how did they achieve this minus 50 mm? What did they do?
So it's good for the short riders as well, like 5'2", 5'3", 5'4". Everyone can ride this bike now. And you can also install a pillion seat. It will come as an accessory in future.
Either pillion seat or the carrier.
Yeah.
I think that will come as an accessory. How about, what is your feeling when you saw this cross spoke tubeless tire on a Classic 350?
Aag laga di, aag.
That was really a surprise package, because remember when I was riding Bear 650, I abused them because they came up with such a beautiful global bike, but they forgot to add cross spoke wheel, which is actually technically a scrambler, which needs a spoke wheel.
Yeah.
And if would have made that as a tubeless, I think that would have done wonders. But I think this is a surprise package. This is the real surprise package. Forget about the seat.
Especially the
forget
color.
about the seat. Forget about the handle. I think surprise package for this bike was the cross spoke tubeless tires.
No one was expecting cross spokes in 350 segment. This is the first bike to get cross spokes, and I think in near future other bikes will also get the same, because once they have started, they'll not stop now.
Absolutely, because that makes bike more performance oriented.
Yes.
Also, what is your feeling about the overall lighting setup?
Overall
lighting setup.
Lighting. Okay, the lighting has been changed. I think everything.
They have
is
borrowed
LED
the
now.
same headlight from the rest of their bikes.
The the headlight is same from the Classic 350 Reborn, and it has got some DRLs as well, and indicators and the tail light. Everything.
This
has
section
gone
is
LED
exactly
now.
the same.
This
section
is still the same.
No
Triple
changes in the
navigation.
switches. Normal
No
switches.
changes in the electricals. Not at all.
And I think back is also almost the same.
Yeah, the rear is also.
I think this is like Bear 650, and this light is in Meteor, Super Meteor.
Super Meteor.
And also the 350.
Yes.
The same light.
Even the indicators, I think.
The most important question: is it maintaining the same thump?
The thump has changed. It's
better.
It's even better,
better
now.
than Classic 350. That was my feeling as well.
Exhaust has been changed, so the thump is good now. Let's listen to the exhaust sound.
think the thump is better than classic.
It's better than classic now.
So I
Wonderful
think,
bike.
So one last question, Sunny. I will not take much of your time. Who should buy this bike? Because the rate has gone up. It's 2.35 ex showroom.
The prices are out.
Which is the my estimation is that what is the news is that the price will be 2.35 ex showroom.
Okay.
At that cost, who should be buying this bike? Classic 350, Meteor 350, or this one?
So short riders can go for this bike. 750 seat height is there, so everyone can access this bike very easily, I think. And people who are looking to just enjoy the rides, no hustle, nothing, just get this bike and go on a ride. That's it.
So, and my take on the same, that who should be buying this bike is if you are a chapri rider, don't buy this bike. You can't do jugglery with this bike. This is a relaxed bike.
Very calm, very composed.
With your wife or girlfriend on your pillion seat. You will really enjoy the evening rides with the family. If you're willing to ride this bike not beyond 90 kmph, I think this is the bike for you.
80, 85, 90.
I think 80 to 90 is the sweet spot for this bike, like all 350s of Royal Enfield. And also the short riders like me, which are 5'5", 5'4", and females riders, I think, can go for this ride.
Yes, true.
And if you're like, this bike is like for those guys, 35 year plus, relax ride.
Relax ride.
The problem which I always faced in Classic 350 was the lean forward because of the handlebar.
Even when I saw this handlebar day before yesterday, I thought it will not be that comfortable,
It's
but
very
it turned
comfortable.
out to be very comfortable.
It's a surprise package. This handlebar, if you look at this bike, this looks little odd in terms of the configuration.
Yes, that's the proper bobber style.
The moment you sit on this bike, you feel that you are sitting on a chair and the chair is moving.
Yes, true.
You are absolutely at 90 degree and on all the turns of your body.
Right.
So this is all about this bike. So if you have seen this video till now, I hope you must have liked it. So please do like,
Don't forget to subscribe.
Nobody subscribes my channel. Can you just tell people?
सब्सक्राइब कर दिया करो दोस्तों, क्योंकि सब्सक्राइब करने से हम लोगों को भी मोटिवेशन मिलता है अच्छे अच्छे नए वीडियोस आप लोगों के लिए बनाने के लिए, क्योंकि वीडियोस बनाना इतना आसान नहीं है। बाइक चलानी है, उसके बारे में रिव्यू बनाना है, आप लोगों को अच्छी अच्छी बाइक्स दिखानी है, तो एक मोटिवेशन फैक्टर है वो आता है। और सब्सक्रिप्शन ऑलरेडी फ्री है, कोई पैसे तो चार्ज करता नहीं है, ठीक है? तो सब्सक्राइब करो विशाल भाई के चैनल को।
अगर आपको कोई भी क्वेश्चन बच जाता है इसके बाद भी, तो आप या तो सनी के चैनल पे या मेरे चैनल पे आप कमेंट डाल देना,
या इंस्टाग्राम पे भी डीएम
इंस्टाग्राम पे भी अवेलेबल है।
वहाँ पे ज़्यादा मतलब जल्दी रिप्लाई आ जाता है।
So till now I think we have tried to explain as much as possible. So I hope this video is going to help you to decide about this bike or any other bike. So thank you so much for watching this video. Take care and bye bye. See you in the next video.